Welcome to today's deep dive. When you picture wealth creation, you probably visualize like a really cinematic Wall Street scene.
Oh, yeah, like multiple monitors, flashing green and red numbers.
Right, frantic shouting on trading floors, all of that.
That high-stakes action movie version of investing is just, it's deeply ingrained in our culture. But reality operates on a completely different frequency. Building real wealth rarely happens in front of a flashing screen.
No, it actually happens in the quiet, kind of unglamorous corridors of human psychology. And that psychological angle is our mission for you today. We are unpacking insights from a piece called Architect of Wealth, The Power of Patience and Character.
And the central thesis here completely flips the script on how you probably think about money. Because creating wealth isn't really a math test, it's a character test.
Yeah, to understand how wealth is created, we have to look at the behavioral patterns that are established long before a single dollar is ever invested.
Definitely. Imagine two people earning the exact same income over 20 years. One aggressively upgrades their lifestyle, to broadcast their status.
Right, they just want to look rich.
Exactly. While the other quietly accumulates productive assets to actually become rich. The divergence in their lives isn't driven by intelligence or, market luck. It really just comes down to their biological relationship with time.
I look at this a lot like fitness. Buying $300 carbon-plated shoes doesn't make you a runner.
Nope.
The brutal daily habit of lacing them up at 5 a.m. does. But honestly, building financial muscle feels exponentially harder than just going for a run. The source mentions we're addicted to immediate rewards. So is sacrificing the future for the present basically the ultimate wealth killer?
Well, yeah, because we're fighting millions of years of evolutionary hardwiring. I mean, our ancestors survived by prioritizing immediate calories and immediate safety.
Right, you eat the food you have right now.
Exactly. But projecting yourself 30 years into the future and valuing a hypothetical retirement over, say, the tangible thrill of a luxury car today that requires overriding your basal ganglia, you have to actively train that cognitive muscle of delayed gratification.
But wait, doesn't constantly delaying gratification inherently mean living a deprived life?
Not necessarily, no.
I mean, if you're always sacrificing the present for this mythical future self, aren't you just hoarding money you might never actually get to enjoy?
Yeah.
Where is the line between being an architect of wealth and just being miserable?
See, deprivation is the wrong lens here. It's not about stripping joy from your life. It's really about aligning your spending with lasting value rather than, fleeting dopamine hits.
So it's about shifting your priorities.
Right. When you prioritize long-term stability over short-term impulses, you aren't sacrificing happiness. You are buying freedom. Every time you resist an impulse purchase, you are quite literally purchasing a piece of your future autonomy.
Wow, that really shifts the entire perspective on compounding. It stops being just a mathematical formula on a spreadsheet and becomes this fundamental law of life.
Yes. And it proves that consistency beats intensity every single time. A modest but relentless 10-year saving habit obliterates the frantic, exhausting search for the next explosive stock pick.
Because intensity is just so erratic.
Exactly. Consistency creates an environment where small actions snowball. When you master your spending and your emotional impulses, money ceases to be something you desperately chase.
You're just sort of attracted.
Precisely. You develop the internal capacity to actually hold on to it. Wealth becomes a natural byproduct of your character.
There's a brilliant Warren Buffett quote from the text that captures this perfectly. He said, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago."
That's the core of it right there. Every dollar you earn is a seed. You either consume the seed today or you plant it for tomorrow.
So the ultimate takeaway for you listening isn't some new trading strategy. Stop asking how to get rich quickly and start asking how to become the person capable of creating and keeping wealth.
Right, you have to evolve into a person capable of bearing the psychological weight of wealth.
Exactly. And, if compounding is a universal law of life and every dollar is a seed, it makes you wonder about all the invisible, non-financial seeds you plant every single day.
Oh, absolutely. Like the media you consume.
Right. Or the daily thoughts you entertain, the conversations you choose to have. If those invisible habits compound into your destiny over the next 10 years, what kind of tree are you planting right now? Are you going to be sitting in the shade, or are you just going to be staring at a flashing screen wondering where the time went?